was eliminated in the second preliminary round, and here at the Commonwealth Games he's gone far better, made it through to the podium, but has faced off against a man who is equally hot, Galal Yafai, in imperious form.
So the light flies, and there are judges from Turkmenistan, Poland, Algeria, Trinidad and Tobago and Australia. And Ben McGarrigle is our referee from Ireland. He's got that ref cam on as well, so we can get some great up-close pictures. Miiro, he's just 20. Terrific looking athlete. This is a big chance for him though. He's like Prince, only needs the one name, Amit. He won the Indian Championships on debut last year. Bronze at the Asian Championships. Quarterfinals at the Worlds.
You know, John, his victory over Scotland was a pretty grueling fight, and there was a lot of body shots exchanged. You know, we're so used to seeing the Indians just so superb and boxing on the back foot and not getting hit much, but he had to really work very hard in that bout. And of course, the boxer from Uganda, Miiro, he had a hard win over Kenya.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
That was a
very,
tough fight.
Very close, wasn't it? Well, as the scores show you, 3-2. Just snuck home. And Fai sit first up, but that was that Amit and Ahmed, the Scott. That was the one you were referring to, and he took some punishment.
Yes.
And 2 fights in the 1 week, your body begins to feel it.
Listen to me. Keep your heads up. No low blows. No holdings. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves.
Seconds down, ladies and gentlemen. Video goes once again. Everybody nice and loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Miiro, Uganda in the red, Amit of India in the blue. 49 kilos, the second of the semi-finals. Englishman waiting to face one of these men in the gold medal bout. Uganda moving well.
And he has some power in his hands. That he looked a bit awkward when he threw that right hand then. It didn't look like a dangerous punch at all, but he does have some power in his hands. He knocked his opponent down, the Kenyan. It was a pretty solid knockdown in the last fight.
And I think we commented on that right hand in the last fight. So always walked into a big left hook that rocked him.
Yes, really telegraphed his movements to his opponent then.
Oh, he's beginning to turn his head. That's not a good sign.
Do you see this interesting thing we're seeing again now, John? We're seeing a left-handed boxer move to his left. or, you know, in Australia in particular, a lot of boxing coaches saying you've got to circle to the right as a southpaw, away from your opponent's right hand. But the right hand is your opponent's backhand, so it's a long way away from you. So if you circle to the left, or if you back a little bit away to the left, you're actually a long way away, a very, very long way away from your opponent's hand.
That's if you circle out and back. If you circle across, of course, then it's a bit more dangerous. But what he's done, though, is by doing that twice, we've seen him land really nice left hooks.
Yes.
So you've got to back the pace of your hand and your head movement, haven't you?
Yes. Really feel like the Indian Amit is going to land another hard left hand at any minute. Oh, he was looking for it then.
A fair bit of chanting. Amit and Miiro, they've both got plenty of supporters here. Both names are being chanted out there. So the end of round one. Great round from Amit, the Indian.
Please join me as I introduce the Brad Hall, everyone, two-time Olympian, two-time Commonwealth Games, and the 23rd Indigenous athlete in the Olympic Games. Congratulations, well done. Now, this is your weight.
Wouldn't blow out a candle, would he?
No, he's, yeah, very, very comfortable.
And moved terrifically well, as you mentioned.
Yeah. Gee, trying to chase down some more information on this Indian coach. He's very, very good. He would not blow out a candle either, and he was taking, you know, obviously more punches than his opponent.
So superbly conditioned athletes.
Yes, but does he have the skills necessary or required? I'm not sure.
Brad Hall, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to the action in the second round.
Amit of India in the blue. He took the first round. You'd think Miiro, Uganda in the red.
You know, and Miiro showed us some, you know, some nice skills in his previous bouts. But your limitations are really exposed when you come in against a boxer with a higher skill set. They can be really exposed, and we're just seeing how, you know, Miiro has this unusual proposition of this difficult challenge of the southpaw, who's very fast with his left hand, not even using his right hook so much. Look at that, John. Isn't that interesting? He's hardly using this right hook. He's just using his left hand.
He's thrown about
practicing.
about five of them in a row.
Very confident boxer. He's.
And I think this 8 is more to do with the lack of answering there from the Ugandan. There just weren't any punches coming back because again I don't think he was particularly rocked, and I don't think that last punch was particularly hard.
Now, unless
more to do with the fact that he wasn't answering any of them.
Right, and unless Amit has a hand injury with his right hand, which he may very well have, we don't know that, but he is using his left hand almost exclusively. Almost. It's pretty amazing. It's like he's just he's showing off that he can just beat an opponent with one hand, with his left hand. It's quite amazing. Of course, John, with 3 fights in, and that's what people often forget. You know, sitting at home on the couch and watching these boxers, that they've been in the ring for 18 plus minutes, or 18 minutes before they were in here tonight, and you get damage, you get sore hands and cut mouth. And
they're not like a pro that's put in a 12 or 16 week preparation, come in and performed at his absolute best, and perhaps injured in a fight, but carried that injury through the fight.
Right.
Here, if you're injured in a fight, you've got to turn up the following day and fight again.
Yes, make weight again. You got to make weight every day you fight. You have to come down to your weight division and make your limit.
Yeah, you can't carb up on pasta or anything like that.
Right, you don't make the weight limit one time at the beginning of the tournament. You have to make weight every day that you compete. That's quite draining on your body.
Yeah, particularly if you'd have to do a big shred. You certainly can't, as a boxer, as an amateur boxer, that's big punches. We'll come back to that. but you've got to be hydrated. You can't be so close to your weight limit that you're cutting yourself water. There's a great look at that ref cam in the middle of all of that too. So close in on the action. Another great round for the Indian. He's on top. Yeah, it's not like you can go those couple of days and then rehydrate straight after. Like, because the pros, of course, they weigh in 24 hours in advance. They weigh in the night before.
Right.
And they then get time to rehydrate.
Look at this. Look at this. Just left hands. Almost exclusively left hands.
And again, Paul, I do think that count was all to do with the fact that he's not answering.
Right.
He's covering up. He's not answering. He's not involved in the fight. And he got to count. I don't think any of those punches were particularly hard.
No,
but you've got to defend yourself. You've got to be fighting back. Otherwise, the referee could stop the contest.
And you won't see that often, John. A boxer, a southpaw, using only his left hand, just having fun in there. Skillful.
Well, what can Miiro do to reverse this trend? The Ugandan in the red against Amit, the Indian. We suggested during the previous semi-final that was a mouth-watering proposition to see Amit against the Englishman in the gold medal bout, but he's come out here, Miiro, he's throwing caution to the wind. He knows he's behind.
It's a brave opening, isn't it? At the end of the second round, the bell went and we saw Miiro, the Ugandan, walk to his corner and his mouth guard came free a little bit. He was smiling. I think he was a little bit, he's nonplussed, a little bit unsure how to deal with this skillful opponent. He's showing some guts in this round though, he's trying.
Yeah, he sure is. Oh, gee. That punch did look like it rocked him, that left hand, and the referee stepped in after the left hook. I thought the earlier punch was even more damaging.
Yeah, if Amit turns it on here, he can end the fight if he chooses to. I think he's just cruising.
And if you can, why not? Why stay in there and take any risk and any additional punishment? But of course, he's smart enough to be waiting for an opening. He's not going to charge in and walk into something.
It's barely using his right hand. I mean, just really not using it.
Those then, Paul, they were just decoys, were they? He's not trying to land there. That's just a decoy for the left hand.
You know, maybe he has a hand injury, but I think he's also just practicing his left hand and getting it zeroed in.
If he does have a hand injury, there's no way in the world the Indian camp will be telling us.
No. And if he doesn't have a right hand injury, now would be the time to pull it out of the bag. His opponent has probably forgotten he even has a right arm. He hasn't seen it. He's been getting hit so many times with the left. He's probably,
He's not going to be able to beat the Englishman with one arm, though.
No. Miiro did well this round.
Oh, he's been very brave this round. It's all over. You would think Amit will go through in a unanimous points decision. We'll find out shortly. And of course, waiting is Galal Yafai, the Englishman who's been so impressive. And Miiro, he'll take home a bronze medal, you'd think.
She had some guts in that round. Yeah, he just using that left hand almost exclusively.
Complete centering time for the official decision. The judges have scored this bout as decision in favour of your winner from the blue corner.
Yep, as we thought, unanimous decision. In fact, on a number of cards, several 10-8 rounds. On one card, all of them scored to be 10-8. 30-24. A very big win for the Indian. Absolutely dominated.
Great tournament for Miiro. He leaves here with a medal, and he was just excellent to watch. But this guy is outstanding, and we have a really good final. Gee, that final's going to be good.
Yeah, it shapes as an absolute cracker, doesn't it? They're not very happy. Oh, fantastic. Great win, and here we pick up some of the action. And again, there's that look at the action from the referee's perspective. Isn't it terrific? And that was the moment where we saw him failing to answer, and really almost nothing actually caught him there. They weren't the best punches from Amit. He just wasn't answering, and the referee gave him the standing out, which is good refereeing.
Oh my gosh, I just saw Amit throw a right hand in that sequence. That might have been one of 2 or 3 in the whole bout.
It does exist.
Yes.
And all the anticipation for this. Yafai and Amit, 2 really skillful men. This is going to be a great gold medal bout. That's on tomorrow. Don't miss it.